On this episode of Wolf Tracks, community is bombarded with seagulls. Is it a recipe for disaster or just some good old Port Orchard fun? The internet. We use it every day, but could it be gone tomorrow? We have the story. Slam dunks and alley-oops, Jackie Steiger does it all. We have these videos and more on this episode of Wolf Tracks. Hello and welcome to this episode of Wolf Tracks. I'm Ellen Gordon. You know, not a lot of us seem to really appreciate what a beautiful place we live in. I mean, look around us. Do you remember the kids at Harvard Festival? It was right here. Yeah, the seagull calling contest was there too, but along with so many other things like the wings cook-off and all the pirates and, well, I'm not just going to stand here and talk about the whole thing when we have a video to show you. Take a look at this. Small town Port Orchard. Not a place that you think has a lot going on, but you would be wrong. Every Memorial Day kicks off the Fathoms of Fun season with the Kids at Harvard Festival.
Oh, I think it's a great event. You know, it brings both sides of the water together to put together an event that we get to share this beautiful inlet here on Sinclair Inlet, and it gives the people an opportunity to see what a beautiful place we live.
What I like best about Fathoms is that they are a completely volunteer organization, and they've taken on like 4 or 5 or 6 different events throughout the whole entire year.
This pirate-themed event is full of fun activities. The Seagull Wing Cook-Off is a delicious aspect of such a festival. You can smell that barbecue sauce from Bremerton. The farmers market is always an attraction with a lovely group of vendors selling food, handmade goods, and more. This family fun event has a lot of great activities for kids too. A few moon bounces, a pony ride, and a few sweet prizes from a piñata. One of the biggest attractions of the festival, however, is the seagull calling contest. One of the few contests where you're encouraged to act like a fool. Because it's all about having fun.
Well, this particular festival is just so weird and quirky. It definitely brings people down. 24th Annual Seagull Calling Festival, but I think we're just a small town community and we like small town community activities.
This event is all about bringing the community together.
I just enjoy these festivals. It's been a lot of fun.
I bet you're all wondering who won the seagull calling contest. It's a pretty big deal. Lucky for you, Mount Estron has a video specifically on the seagull calling contest, and you can watch that one now.
The Port Orchard tradition is here. The seagull calling competition was held on Sunday, May 27, 2012, next to the Wings Cook-Off. The contest is an annual tradition that has been running for 23 years so far and continues to capture the people around the Port Orchard area. The competitors range from kids, teens, adults, even dogs. Pretty cool, huh? Here's something unexpected. The contestants can actually bribe the judges using money, food, and gifts to help win the competition. They can even bribe the seagulls with food. And it's perfectly legal within the rules of the contest. After all the bribing and calling, the judges gather around as they decide the best calling categories such as Best Costume, Most Entertaining Call, and more. This year's winners include the Best Spirit by Terran C, the Best Costume by Katie Ducomps, the Most Authentic Call by Ashlyn Hansen, the Best Bride by Mary Potter and Susie Milton, the Best Family from Tacoma by the Blackwell Family, the Best Animal by Paco, got the Most Seagulls to Land by Mitchell Ellison, the Best Boy Costume by Andrew Ellison, and last but not least, the Most Entertaining by the Royalty Tanika and Joanne.
The best part about the event is that everybody gets to be together and hearing people and seeing people.
Best part is seeing all the seagulls come. It's very fun.
Winning.
It evolved and evolved, and it's grown to be a big event. Has made our town a great place to visit. We've got a lot of people coming out of town. We had one of our contestant winners was a family from Tacoma. We've had people as far south as LA, California. So I just enjoy these festivals. It's been a lot of fun.
All in all, the contestants got to speak like birds, seagulls got some free food, and the contest was fun for everyone. Don't miss out on next year's calling contest and you just might win.
You know what's really convenient about the Kids at Harbor Festival and other thousands of fun events? It's all online. Everything's online now. I mean, everyone's got a Facebook or Twitter or whatever other thing you're using, and it's really affected our society. You know, Matt Estron also made this observation. He made a video about it. You can watch that one now.
In recent events, the Kitsap Regional Coordinating Council had set up a meeting April 5th in Bremerton to discuss how social media affects companies. The council includes representations from school districts, libraries, and more. Our very own Darian Lyons was there to represent the South Kitsap School District.
It said, school's canceled today. Somebody doesn't send their student to school, and all of a sudden when they get there the next day, well, your absence is an excuse, we had school yesterday. Well, I saw on the website that, somebody could file a public records request.
They discussed many topics from definitions and terms to successfully using social media to its advantages, which is one of the major topics. Though what is social media? Well, it's a website people can log into every day like Facebook, Twitter, DeviantArt, and countless more. Some advantages include communication between the viewers of the site and the company of the site. Methods of communication include one-way like emails, two-way limited like surveys, or two-way freely like blogs and forums. An example of people affecting companies is when fans were outraged by the ending of BioWare's installment Mass Effect 3, so fans started petitions and forums demanding a change. Another example is when Japan had an earthquake magnitude of 8.9 March 11, 2011, when the Red Cross had used Facebook to raise over $25,000. That doesn't seem that much, but for Facebook standards, that's a lot. Or how President Obama was the first to use Twitter to support his presidential candidate. So yeah, teens and young adults aren't the only people using social media. The council had also talked about the downside of everything. The disadvantage of social media is someone has to update their site or posting immediately after an event takes place, and their update has to be accurate. For example, if your favorite football team wins the game 17-10, and somebody posts on their website 18-10, that false information could result in the failure and the shutdown of the site. The council had also talked about goals and audiences, but for now, if you want to attend the next meeting, check out the website www.kitsapregionalcouncil.org, and happy blogging!
But you know, all that could just go away really quickly. It's a real thing. You post something on Facebook, it could be gone tomorrow. Sergio Emilio Flores and Mason Wolf did a video on SOPA and PIPA. Take a look at this one. The internet at the beginning was a place for ideas and easy communication. But today we use it for a wide variety of things. You can even watch these videos online.
But did you know you might be using the internet illegally? Even some of your favorite sites could be in trouble. How will this affect the students at South Kitsap High School? Today we're talking about the issue of online piracy and the future of our internet.
We're talking about SOPA, Stop Online Piracy Act, and PIPA, Protect IP Act. Even the huge web-based companies such as Wikipedia and Google are pitching in their opinions.
Originally, they were designed, and the hope was, the best intentions, of course, to stop online piracy. At least that was the main goal of them. However, what was put into them was so convoluted and confusing that it wasn't going to stop online piracy. It was almost going to just cripple the internet.
People weren't so against SOPA and PIPA because of the main idea behind them, which is to stop online piracy. They are against it because the way it is worded, copyright owners could take down entire websites due to one copyright infringement. This means that any website with any user-generated material such as Facebook, Google, YouTube, or Twitter could be shut down. For example, if you upload a video of you at a party and some copyrighted music playing in the background, boom,
YouTube could be gone.
This is just another tool that can be used to subvert freedom of speech.
I'm here with my coworker. We're both web developers, and I really love the internet. I grew up with it. I really love it the way it is, and it's really scary to think that that could change forever for the worse.
These are the streets of New York. These protesters are talking about new legislation that could impact the way we use the internet. But this isn't just happening in New York. It's happening everywhere people have the courage to state their opinion.
I think they're just stupid. They really don't know what they're talking about, what they're planning on shutting down an entire website because a user is doing something illegal instead of doing what they usually do, and what is actually, I consider a smart idea, is tracking down the user and putting him up with the charges.
I think that what they're trying to do is good, but they're taking it to an extreme that's going to destroy the internet.
It's horribly done and could be easily abused by companies that don't that seem to misunderstand the concept of free advertisement.
As of right now, SOPA and PIPA are gone in their current forms because of the overwhelming outcry of the citizens of the internet. However, the issue of piracy remains unsolved. With more specific and concise language, SOPA and PIPA could be back under a different name. Stay informed, and thanks for watching.
You know, it's a good thing we still have all that social media, because if it wasn't for Facebook, I wouldn't have known that Relay for Life was on this track June 2nd. Good thing Stevie Collins knew too, because she made a video about it. Here it is.
Every year in June, South Kitsap High School hosts Relay for Life. This year, the event took place June 1st and 2nd on the SKHS track and field. Relay for Life is a two-day event that focuses on raising money for cancer research and cancer awareness. The main component in raising money is by accumulating pledges that donate money for each lap you walk. Most people help by joining and walking for a team started by community members.
Mom has cancer. Ever since she was diagnosed about 7 years ago, we've had a team and we've kept it going every year.
There are several other ways to raise money though, such as food, games, and more.
It's a good chance for all your friends and family to get together. You're out supporting a great cause. There's always something to do. There's crazy activities at 3 o'clock in the morning that keep people awake and having fun and making memories.
Each year, the Relay for Life event begins with a Survivor Lap. This is the chance for all cancer survivors, current cancer patients, and their loved ones to walk the very first lap and be recognized for all their strength and courage. Preceding the Survivor Lap, anyone else in attendance can begin walking. Despite the powerful emotions that come with this event, Relay for Life is not an event of sadness. It's an event of hope. It's about coming together with those you love, celebrating life, and having a good time.
I really like being at Relay for Life because it's a great atmosphere. Everybody's walking and it's for a great cause to help support finding the cure for cancer, and everybody's just having a really great time tonight.
If you are interested in participating in this event, please be sure to come by next spring when Relay for Life is back in town.
Relay for Life is an annual event, and you can check out where it's going to be next year around you online. Also on this track is a few other things, but they're over there, as in the middle of the track. Look at this place. It's huge. Kinsey Hunter and Stevie Collins have a story for you. Take a look at that.
Even though lacrosse has been played for hundreds of years, many people don't know that it's the fastest growing sport in America. You may not even know that South Kitsap has its own club team. This year, the South Kitsap Lacrosse Club has had a memorable season, and they're expecting growth and improvement in the upcoming future.
In the future, what I see for the South Kitsap lacrosse team, I see it evolving as a program. I see more and more interest coming into the game as kids start coming into junior highs and getting into high schools.
Lacrosse is a sport that is unique compared to most other sports.
Basic fundamentals of lacrosse you can find also in basketball, some of the traits of soccer, some other traits of football. Baseball has some play.
The object of lacrosse is to score the most points. Players have 4 12-minute quarters to kick, nudge, bat, or throw with their stick a tennis-sized rubber ball into the opponent's net.
There are 10 players on the field at a time. 3 attackmen, 3 midfielders, 3 defenders, and 1 goalie. Offensive players maneuver down the field towards the goal by running with or passing a ball to a teammate. Defensive players do all they can to prevent the other side from scoring. Lacrosse players must show speed, strength, and determination in order to succeed on the field.
You know, it's true athletes that, you know, come out and play, and people who are diverse in hand and eye coordination, quick with their feet, and, you know, fast and strong.
With how fast-paced and aggressive lacrosse is, it's no wonder it's drawing the attention of many young athletes.
A lot of colleges now are giving scholarships for lacrosse. What I love about lacrosse is pretty much just the team. We all get along really well. Practices go really smoothly, and everybody supports each other.
Keep an eye open next season to see the South Kitsap lacrosse team fighting for victory.
So lacrosse seems pretty cool, but we have so many other cool sports in the South, like softball and soccer and football and basketball. You know, we have a lot of really great ballers on the basketball team, but none are quite like Jackie Steiger. I wonder if she's with me. Yeah, she's probably a lot better than I am. Cassie Armitage and Delaney DiGiovanni did a story on Jackie Steiger. Take a look.
It's Jackie Steiger!
This 5'7" basketball superstar has proved herself on the court. She has made a name for herself throughout Kitsap County, winning Kitsap County Superstar and getting awarded First Team All-Conference for Narrows League and for Kitsap County, not only in 2010 but also in 2011.
Jackie knew at an early age basketball was her sport. She began playing in the 4th grade.
My first team was a Pee Wee's team, the Wildfire. I played with Amy and Carly Bakalarski.
Jackie has inspired many people, but here's one person that has inspired her.
My older brother, Brady Steiger, he's been playing sports his whole life also. He's been playing baseball in college, so he's helped me through everything.
Jackie has made many friends and many memories throughout the years.
The most embarrassing moment would probably be in junior high when we were sitting in the bleachers watching the JV game and I totally biffed it down the bleachers. My favorite part of high school ball is definitely the crowd and being able to play with girls I've been playing with since elementary school.
No one knows their player like the coach.
She's a team leader, she's one of our team captains, and just a pleasure to be around. I am extremely proud to have her as one of my captains and to be on our team. She just does everything that I could ask and then more. And any of these accolades that are going her way this year are well deserved. She's a great young lady, and I'm just thankful to have her on my team.
What I'm gonna miss most about high school ball is just playing with my friends, having family there all the time, and not being able to play in front of people I've known my whole life.
All of Jackie's hard work throughout high school has paid off. She has decided to major in radiologic technology and science, and keep playing the sport she loves at Western Oregon University.
I decided to pick Western Oregon University because of the location, the team, and the coaches. It was a really hard choice. It was between Western and St. Martin's, but I just love the location of it. It's right outside of Salem, Oregon, so it was just great. I'm kind of nervous about playing in college, but not really. I mean, I've been working towards it my whole life, but I'm sure once I get there, the first game especially, will be really nerve-wracking.
Jackie is an amazing person on and off the court. Her great attitude, inspiring personality, and basketball skills will carry her far in life. She has worked hard to be where she is now. Best wishes to Jackie Steiger as she moves on to college to start her basketball career.
But you know, it doesn't have to be at school to be a sport. I mean, look at NASCAR. It's just a bunch of people driving, and then look at D-Derby. That's just a bunch of people driving over other cars. Kind of scary. Well, Sergio Lamelli Flores doesn't think it's that scary. In fact, he brought a camera down there and made a video about it. Take a look.
On May 19th at the Kitsap Fairgrounds, over 30 drivers got together to put on a vehicular gladiator battle. But what makes people want to do this?
The adrenaline rush.
It's just the fact of that you can go hit somebody, you know, it's a lot of fun.
I've been watching them since the early 70s. We had a couple neighbors that did the racing and stuff, and we used to come down there with them all the time here and up in Shelton. And then now they're all out of it, old guys, so I started doing it myself in the early 90s and doing it ever since.
The hit. I enjoy the hit, and it's the rush. Yeah, that's what keeps you coming back, is the rush.
You might be thinking, these guys are crazy for putting themselves in harm's way like this, but there are a lot of safety measures put in place. Such as relocated smaller gas tank to avoid any big spills, rear and front crossbars, as well as heavy-duty side irons to stop the car from collapsing in on their driver. The battery is also moved from the hood to the back of the car to prevent the explosion of the battery from any front-end impacts. Finally, we have our 4 or 5 point harness and a screen to protect the driver from any debris that the race could throw at them. The events that took place at the Derby kicked off with some time trials with just one car racing on the track for the best time. Then, based off those times, the cars were split into 2 heats of 12 and straight up race. Then came the rollover contest. The second driver took home the title of rollover champion with his perfect score of 10 out of 10 for his rollover. After a few more races and events came the stereotypical Derby event. The finale. This is where the big cars and mini cars split up and whoever wants to participate crashes into each other and the last man standing, or I should say, last car running, takes home the title of the finale champion. Driver number 95 ended the night with a boom, but thankfully everyone was okay. For a schedule of their upcoming races and more information, please visit kitsapdestructionderby.com.
You know, it's funny how we're all connected. I mean, just look at this Wolf Tracks episode. In the beginning, we had the Kitsap Horror Festival, and somehow that's related to D-Derby. Now, how I made that connection, I don't really remember, but I did. And you know what? You can still stay connected. You can go online and watch like 10 times more videos than we had time to show you today. You go to www.skitsap.winnet.edu, and then you click on the little link above the icon of the little TV, and then you're instantly connected. It's really quite amazing. So, stay connected. I've been Ellen Gordon. Thanks for watching.